This is the next evolution in safety, and our first look at onboard footage, courtesy of the defending champion, Joseph Newgarden and Team Penske. A look at a little bit of what he's seeing with the new aero screen.
Pretty clear screen there, Tony. You haven't driven the car, actually, but that's a pretty nice view.
It's awesome. Look at how clear it is. I mean, it's good footage.
I think we've got a couple of different looks, so we'll stay on this for a moment.
There's no traction at all.
No traction there. Ooh, look at that. It's catchy. You guys can see also the dash of the steering is pretty cool. You can actually customize that and put whatever you want there.
I think we're going to get some different looks this year on the broadcast. Don't be surprised if you see a look looking right back in the driver's eyes. That's going to be fascinating to see. And there's what you talk about.
The helmet camera.
See the alarm of the water temp low there? It's you know, obviously a cold day. The engine wasn't warm as it needs to be.
Have you done much work on the sim with the halo? Essentially, that's what that is. This is the combination of a halo and a windshield.
Not yet. They just got that done a couple weeks ago. So we're going through. Chevy has one sim in Charlotte, and we actually rotate between all the teams.
Okay.
We all get our fair share. Obviously, as a team, Foyt sent Bourdais first because he was going to be Bourdais and Charlie first because they're going to be in the car here. I'm next in a couple weeks, so I'll let you guys know.
So how you spend a lot of time in the sim, and I've driven at home simulators. I've never driven a real Chevy or a Honda simulator. How accurate is that to actually really driving the car? Because obviously the consequences are a lot less when you crash. It doesn't hurt when you crash, does it?
No, not at all. I mean, to me as of getting to refresh your mind at the racetrack, you know, at the IndyCar, because it's a proper IndyCar. I mean, it's the tub, the steering wheel, it's your seat, it's the track that we go test the tracks that we're going to race. That's great. Now, if I'm going to tell you that I actually came up with a good setup out of the sim, that did not happen for me.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do the gears. You can do ride height because the engineers can see those on the computer. But as a driver, you don't feel when it's touching. You don't feel none of that because obviously it's a sim. So I use it a lot to just get, you know, let's say we're going to Long Beach. We haven't been there. Or St. Pete. Let's use St. Pete. And you haven't been there in a year. You get there. The track graphics, it's perfect. The braking zones are perfect. You do the same thing. But if you're going to say, here, Tony, we're going to try a third spring or a roll bar or a damper, I couldn't feel it, and then we never.
Can you feel lateral G when you're going through a corner?
100%.
There's lateral G.
I mean, you can I fully sweat like I was in a race car every time we were there. So that is, you know, you obviously not wearing a helmet, you wear a headphone, but the G forces are the same, lateral and front and back. So it's
so good for training, for actually driving, but. How many times have you crashed on the sim versus on the racetrack?
I would do it like every 5 laps. You just start to get brave, and you start to get a better lap time, and you know there is no consequences. So.
Yeah.